like, I don't give a fuck.
So is everything else that sucks. Sorry, I'm fucking with my mic now that we're recording. Good. I'm
All
good.
right.
I'm ready. True to roof. God damn it. You're going to have to clap again. That's gross.
Welcome back to the Jojitorium.
Well, I think remember too. Whenever we found the German Scheiser porn. Let's not lie to each other. You're in twerk classes over there. That's what
Yeah. That's all it is.
The fitness class.
Working on them TikTok videos you like so much.
Dead face.
Got right in front of you.
Welcome back to Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. We're Decayin with the boys. And we are probably just three dogs in a trench coat pretending to be human. So, well. It's that time again for the reigning, defending, homebrew champion of the Burgh to make his return to the North Hills Homebrew Festival. Scheduled for Saturday, August 27th, some of the best homebrewers in the area come together at the Pittsburgh Shrine Center in Cheswick to square off for supremacy. This event has everything that craft beer nerds will want. There's a Brewers Challenge, a 50-50 raffle for all the money at the gate, well, half the money at the gate, a live podcast from our friends at Hop Nation USA, there's basket raffles full of all kinds of craft beer goodies, and so much more. Tickets are only $25, and you can get yours by heading over to tickettailor.com and searching out North Hills Homebrew Fest 2022, or just check out the site details in our episode show notes here. Lastly, you can also follow Adam at @Batch_Brew on all the social media to get all the updates, and sometimes there's some promo codes too, so follow us and check us out. So come cheer on Bash Brew and support craft beer in Pittsburgh, but just make sure you tell them all that the boys sent you.
Hell yeah.
Welcome back. We are two sweaty men because we are both hard at work here at our crafts. Jesus Christ, craft beer season, craft beer festival season has taken my partner and has made him into a monster. Adam is in his 5th week of brewing. He doesn't know what to do with himself.
I just finished, so it's like school just let out. I'm actually on a little bit of a high.
A little bit,
I got a nice shower. I got some food in me. I might have snuck a beer before the episode. Feeling pretty good.
Couple beers.
Couple beers.
Yeah.
One was a giant icy light, and then a good IPA from the brewery we will be featuring in the second half.
Nice. Yeah, so the demand for your beer is through the roof. So,
well, I kind of threw it on myself by volunteering to do every festival we could.
Well, but there's the thing though, they could tell you no,
They could,
but they don't.
especially a really big one we're doing in just over 2. Well, actually, by the time you're listening to this, within 2 weeks.
Yeah, within 2 weeks.
Barrel and
Barrel and Flow. We're going to have
Yes.
some awesome beers there.
Yeah, so actually yesterday, so I could brew today, I got one of the beers out of the tank into kegs for Barrel and Flow, so we're halfway there. The other one will be going into kegs next week.
Whoa.
Which is our collab beer.
We're halfway
Yeah,
there.
we're halfway there. Maybe we'll do a little sample of that on the pod next week.
That'd be fun.
If it's ready.
Yeah, I'd
I'm
love
gonna
to do
try.
that. Because I've heard all the nooks and crannies of it, and it makes me very interested to try it out.
I'm gonna try my best. We can't do a lot of it. I owe it all to the fest, but maybe we'll do a little taster glass of it
bet.
with maybe a special guest we have on next week.
Ooh, yeah, teasers.
Yeah.
There are teasers.
There might be some hints.
There's some teasers. So, also too, Adam, your boy over here, hard at work behind the keyboard, breaking it and whatnot every once in a while. But dude, we're in the top 10 for the finals for the Pittsburgh City Paper.
Yeah, we sure are.
Yeah.
Best of City of Pittsburgh Paper.
Best of 2022.
I was very happy to be able to let you know that.
Yeah, you broke the news to me.
So in full disclosure, I saw former awesome guest of the podcast, Jen, hello Brutiful, posted that she made the top 10 for her category, which is best Instagram.
Very well deserved.
Page. Go ahead and vote for her come August 1st.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, we nominated ourselves to maybe be nominated.
Yeah.
Let me go see if we're in there.
Are we
And I
still-
literally scrolled past best podcast. I was like, nope, we're not in there, just like I thought.
Yeah.
And then I went back and looked. I was like, Oh shit, we're in there.
It's like, screenshot.
Screenshot. Send it to Matt.
So thanks to everybody who voted in the first round for us. You guys in the top 10. It is nice to be recognized. If we made you laugh or whatever, tried a beer you wouldn't try before, or just watched some wrestling you might not watch before, or just hung out with us, we appreciate it. And we hope that maybe we can actually win this thing. It'd be kind of cool to have the city of Pittsburgh Best of 2022 to go along with all the Bash Brew accolades in the Jojitorium. Kind of get my jersey up there.
Yeah, we'll throw it out there.
So we'll get out there and you guys.
Maybe Sirius Radio coming knocking.
Good Lord. They just probably woke up and signed last podcast on the left. They don't want us.
It's going to be a while.
So again, thanks everybody. And August 1st comes around. We'll be posting a lot of things here. So just check us out and you get one vote per email. And so if you like us and you've ever heard us or laughed or whatever, just give us a vote and see if we can take this thing home.
And tell your friends to listen to us and then also vote.
Yeah.
Every vote really matters to us, even if we don't win.
Yeah.
Just if we can show up pretty well in the top 10, I'll be very happy.
Absolutely. I'm elated to be in the top 10 to begin with. But yeah, to be in the top 3 or whatever, it's
huge.
It'd be really cool. Especially because there's other really great podcasts in that list
There
too.
are.
So kind of intimidated. So Adam, we are in round 1. You continue to brew up some of the best beers in the Burgh. Put that all together. Call it round 1 beers. What do we got?
Well, as you guys are listening to this, I'm driving back from the Schuylkill County Brewfest, where we took a little CWO, renamed for one day only, the Creamy World Order, because we're there supporting the CWO ringside. We will be right next to the wrestling ring, or we were right next to the wrestling ring by the time you're listening to this. So, yeah, this is the latest version. I think we might have featured version 1 of the Cream Ale on here a few months ago. This is now version 3.
Yeah. If we want to be one of our favorite breweries, it's CWO V 3.0.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm really happy with this one. It came in very clean. We got some new equipment that helped us through the fermentation of this one. We had great temperature control on it, and I had some great help. In full disclosure, we brewed this the same day we recorded with Pittsburgh Beer Douche.
Yeah.
He was here helping me brew, as well as Bigfoot Benjamin. Yeah. So who will be on a future episode.
Yeah, that crypto motherfucker.
Between their help and our new fermentation techniques, I think this is our best version.
And I can tell you as you're taking your first sip, I had one of these. I snuck it while you weren't looking. I grabbed a pint while I was setting up, and it was delicious then. And now that I'm slow sipping it, and it got a little. It's sitting in my glass, got a little bit more of the time to settle in. It's even better when you let it sit for a second. Super smooth. Like a lot of the things you got from version 1 that I really liked, that, of course, you, with your perfectionist brain, were like, oh, I don't really like that. They're all gone. Yeah. And it's been replaced with a very clean taste and just a little hint of sweetness at the end, just like you want a good cream ale to have. I loved it when it was ice cold right off the tap, and I like it now, too. And it's been sitting in my glass for about 2 minutes.
It's sitting for a little bit. It actually does add to, like, you get kind of a creamy body off of it after it sits for a little bit. I agree. It's very good. Kind of scaled back the malt profile on it. Kept the hops simple. Kept the yeast super simple. I don't really know what I'm going to change with it in the next version, but we'll find out. I might adjust the yeast just to see what a different yeast does.
That was what I said. At this point, I think it's just experimental to see like what you could change. But I think if you just had it this way in perpetuity,
coming in a little high for something so clean too. It's 5.3.
Ooh, okay.
So pretty happy with it. It did kind of dry out past where I thought it would. Yeah. So it finishes pretty dry. Get a little bit of that corn sweetness on the back end. I'm excited to take it tomorrow. Yeah, we're taking this alongside the retired double agent that you had on last week. So hoping to destroy, which is what I also brewed again today, going to North Hills Brewfest. Yeah.
And again, get your tickets. Ticketailor.com.
Yes, there are still tickets available.
It's $25. You can try like 100 beers of this thing. It's ridiculous.
Especially if you already slept on Barrel and Flow and missed it. Yeah, sold out now.
I can't believe that.
But hey, make it to the next one, North Hills.
You know what we don't sleep on, Adam?
Combat sports news.
We don't, because from Buckle to Bell to Bellator and back, the boys bringing the best fighting news in the biz. Did you know the Triple H is now the head of WWE Creative? That's right. It looks like this cardiac event isn't stopping Triple H after Big Papa Blowjob made his exit from the WWE Universe. If you haven't been paying attention and you fell asleep, Vince McMahon abruptly retired because it was his time. He paid
He
people.
was 77, Matt.
Yeah, and he also had $12 million invested in what I like to call blowjob funds.
I think that money's up to almost 15 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are more allegations coming out, but we're not going to give that much time because there's an exciting thing happening here. WWE might actually become a watchable product. So if we look here, while Triple H is the head of creative, there are several things going on in the locker room, and the fan base, and the talent, and the rating room, and just everywhere. So first and foremost, can Triple H bring some of the release stars back? So as we know, Vince made cuts that made no sense. Some great talent that were mistreated and locked up in the locker room and couldn't get out to their storylines and just scrapping things in the middle of their development. Will they come back now? I mean, you're looking at some major names that are still out there in free agency. Bray Wyatt's still out there. Sasha Banks still out there.
Johnny Gargano,
who appeared on Impact the other day, by the way.
But no contract signed.
No contract. And then you
just did a favor.
Yeah. And then there's all the talent that's coming up in Ring of Honor and AEW. So you look like Jonathan Gresham, he's disgruntled, so he wants to get the fuck out of ROH. So he'd be a great asset.
In case Rey Mysterio doesn't want to be the shortest guy on the roster anymore.
He would definitely lose that race to Jonathan Gresham. But so you're looking at this, you have talent that's still out there that needs to be signed, and you have talent coming up to be released from two major programs. Do you think that Triple H can lure these people back in?
I do think he can lure some people back in, especially if he makes changes quickly. There's not much you can do before SummerSlam coming up. What was yesterday? Now.
Yeah.
But after SummerSlam, I think big changes could start happening, and maybe some changes at SummerSlam. I mean, if you want to hit the ground running, I would start now.
Yeah.
I think the most important one, and maybe the most likely to get back, is Sasha Banks and Naomi.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they left because of terrible creative between Vince McMahon and John Laryngitis.
Yeah, Johnny Laryngitis. Yeah.
And they're both gone now. So,
well,
I think maybe they'll come back into the fold. And they were favorites of Triple H. Like Sasha Banks was a huge, Triple H pushed her to the moon in NXT.
Sasha Banks, Bayley,
so.
all women's wrestling in general.
The four horsewomen were all because of Triple H.
Incredible.
Or under his watch, anyway. I don't know who was managing the women back then, but
I think he still had a pretty direct hand in that. Him and Shawn Michaels had the
not Dustin Rhodes.
Not Dustin Rhodes. No.
He's on the AEW side.
He's not doing a great job.
Doing great stuff with Thunder Rosa this week.
Good Lord.
Where it was just delayed botchy.
I don't know what's happening over there. Fix that division, AEW. Kenny Omega, please come back. When he was around, that division was working very well.
Yeah. You just need more stars.
More stars and just more time.
Yeah.
Just more time in the ring.
They might just need some time to work stuff out before they go live.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
Just do a dry run.
Yeah. Well, also, too, before we move on to the next thing here, there was a rumor article that came out from Fightful Select. Shout out to Fightful Select and Wrestle Talk for reporting it.
Sean Ross Sapp.
Absolutely. The godfather of wrestling.
SRS.
So they're saying that there are higher-ups in WWE who've been instructed to reach out to Sasha Banks and Naomi.
I've seen that. I heard that today from Fightful. Yeah.
So I'd love to see that. Those are two talents that are generational and need to come back, especially Sasha Banks. That's incredible. And also a new feud between her and Bayley would just reinvigorate that entire division.
The only problem is she's making that big convention money now, so you got to let her still do that.
Let them have third party, man. Yeah. Speaking of third parties, how about inviting this third party to the wheels? Paul Heyman. He's getting elevated. He's finally being realized for his creative mind. This guy took ECW with a bunch of, and I'll say this lovingly, half that roster was jobbers. They were all jobbers in other promotions, and they all came together. And even the guys in the mid-card. Chris Jericho was in their mid-card at one point. I mean, you're talking about...
Your boy Tajiri was in their mid-card.
Yeah, the Japanese buzzsaw. I love Tajiri. So Paul Heyman's going to get his opportunity again to take over the reins, some creative and some storytelling, and I think he does a pretty good job. He did a great job elevating Ronda Rousey, did a good job with Brock Lesnar, and he did a good job when ECW invaded WWE back in the, it was 2006, something like that. Yeah, the one-night stand thing.
I think he also had a pretty major role in SmackDown back when, shouldn't say his name too much, but Chris Benoit, Kurt Angle, Eddie Guerrero were all on SmackDown.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of getting their foothold while Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and everybody was on Raw. These new guys were on SmackDown actually having really great matches. I think Rey Mysterio was over there at the time. And he was a big part in running a lot of those storylines.
Yeah.
So, give the guy the ball and see what he can do. He kind of got nerfed after that. He got fired for a while and then came back. I think they tried to let him run something again and then took it off of him. But
Yeah. Well, they also tried to let Shane McMahon run Raw Underground, and we saw how that went.
that was cool. It was sweaty.
He is very sweaty. He's also not coming back, by the way. There's still no talks of Shane McMahon coming back.
That's what I've heard.
He's
Him
not
and
on the
Stephanie
roster.
are not on good terms.
They are not. But you know who she is on good terms with?
Who?
Nick Khan. Well, here's the
He's
thing.
going to sell to Disney.
I think what happened here is that we saw that Nick Khan has no idea how to actually push a promotion, but he knows how to handle money. And Stephanie McMahon has more of a talent eye. So right now, if you take the money man and let him play with the money, and you let the talent eye take care of the talent, you can actually start to build more of what creative can expand on. So if you have the creative minds of like Triple H going into that role, you have Nick Khan handling the money to get a better roster going. You have Stephanie McMahon getting the right pushes for TV because she ran Raw during the latter half of the Attitude Era. She had a big part of that, and she has some great storylines. And she was better than her dad at interjecting herself into storylines.
For a lot of them, yes.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what this new regime in the WWE universe can do.
Not only that, but Nick Khan, being on the business side and the money side, I believe from what I've read, their TV deals are coming up.
You need them.
And their last, that's where they're making all their money. They don't make money on the live shows anymore.
Not anymore. The premium live events.
They make all of their money on the TV deal.
Yeah.
Which is a really big deal this year because there is an alternative. AEW can be an alternative.
Yeah.
They need to make a smart move there.
Right. And here's the thing, too. AEW averaging 875,000 viewers per Wednesday and roughly 575,000 every Friday. And I know people kind of scoff at that, but hey, listen, those numbers were the same numbers that WWE was doing before Raw went into the Monday Night Wars and before SmackDown moved from Thursdays to Fridays.
Well, not only that, just because the AEW is doing less numbers doesn't mean that it's just an alternative that it's something it takes away from the leverage of WWE.
It does.
The net USA, NBC I think is the parent company.
Yes.
So NBC can be like, "Oh yeah, we see you want $5 billion again. We can do $3 billion.
Yeah.
And if you don't like that, we can take AEW. They have some of your former stars.
Yeah.
And we think with our promotion and our backing and our advertisement campaign, they can get 2 million viewers a week.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, it's with NBC behind it.
Yeah. This is how I see the conversation going. You want $5 billion. Cool. Here's the thing. We'll go to AEW, give them $1 billion.
Right.
They'll bring us 2 million viewers while you guys have been stale at 1.2 with the biggest, highest rated show in the last 10 years, and your numbers have dwindled. Meanwhile, AEW and Turner does a great job as much as he possibly can. But that network doesn't have as much reach as USA and Peacock and Sci-Fi.
I mean, friggin' NBC. Like, NBC's backing that. They own a lot of channels.
Yeah. So I think this is going to be a unique time for wrestling fans, and I'm glad that we get to cover it.
Maybe just give them $1.5 billion and bring ROH in on too.
Ooh, there you go. To expand the roster out, that'd be sick.
That was a pretty I don't know if we're talking about that card later or not, but
it was
decent. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I might have found it some other way.
Yeah,
and I liked half the matches were good.
Yeah,
they were all, none of them were bad.
FTR,
half of them were
Briscoes
was great.
My new favorite tag team match of 2022.
Yeah. And I really liked the women's match.
Yeah, great.
Martinez versus Deeb.
Yeah,
it was
Deeb showed out, man. Yeah. So speaking of showing out, Freddie Prinze Jr., you know him, right? He was on Can't Hardly Wait and some other things here. Fantastic.
We featured him on this podcast once, him and his dad. We talked about during their birthdays.
Friend of the podcast, Freddie Prinze Jr. Do you know
I know what you did last summer.
Yeah, my favorite one. Yeah. He took on Kevin Dunn, and if you don't know who Kevin Dunn is, he is part of WWE Creative that used to kind of go head-to-head with Freddie Prinze Jr. back in the writing days because on his podcast, Wrestling with Freddie, the former WWE Creative lamented about having to deal with Kevin Dunn with respect to the women's division. Now, this is something that has carried through, especially with some of the accusations going against Big Papa Blowjob, Vince McMahon. So one of the things here that Freddie Prinze Jr. said is that you could pitch for like 20 minutes and Kevin would say something like, well, I don't think she's pretty, and you would lose roughly 6 weeks of writing. Furthermore,
Nice.
Kevin Dunn was heard on record saying that Becky Lynch was not pretty enough to be WWE champion, and furthermore, he wanted to decrease her mic time because he couldn't stand her accent.
Well, I can't stand his big beaver teeth.
No.
But here he is,
Yeah.
having his job forever. Yeah, I mean, I hear he's on his way out within the next year anyway, because he was one of Vince's boys. And
Yeah.
now that fund has dried up.
Yeah, like Roman Reigns said, your daddy's not here to protect you anymore.
And Kevin Dunn's also like the lead of all production.
Yeah.
So there's freaking 40 camera cuts every 2 minutes that make you dizzy while you're trying to watch a fucking wrestling match. That's his fault.
Or how about the replay of a replay to bridge you into a segment you cut in half with 2 camera cuts with a backstage promo that gets cut off for the last 10 seconds to go to the ring to show you a replay of what happened last week.
Boom. Done.
That's Raw.
There was actually a comparison putting like Raw, SmackDown, AEW, and NXT all like they just had a minute worth of them, and they had a counter in the corner for how many times they cut to different cameras. And Raw was like 45 times, where NXT was like 20, AEW was like 18, 20. Like,
Remember that failed
it's
experiment
unreal.
in NXT when they did shaky cam for a second?
Oh, they
were
did
like,
that on Raw for a while too. There's that famous like. There's somebody that filmed it on their cell phone of like it was like Seth Rollins hitting Cesaro with a chair, and the cameraman's literally like doing this with the camera. Fuck, Kevin Dunn, you're an idiot.
That was a hard couple weeks to watch.
He's
that.
probably the biggest problem I have with WWE.
Yeah,
if you think about it,
He's up there for sure. I mean, he's, if you're a misogynist,
especially if
like
he's
that,
saying
like,
shit like that.
that's ridiculous. Because Becky Lynch at that time was the best champion.
She's still one of your biggest
Yeah.
women wrestlers in the company.
Absolutely.
I think she's bigger than Ronda Rousey. I think her and well, this isn't going to help because I forgot her name. Bianca Belair.
Oh, yeah,
I think those
yeah.
are your 2 biggest women in the company right now.
You know who's going to come up behind all that, though, and is going to piss everybody off?
Liv Morgan.
No. Charlotte Flair.
Oh.
She's due.
That
she's
will
due,
piss me off.
She's due for a return. She's got to come back. She's going to bitch for a belt, so she's going to get one.
My girl, Liv Morgan.
I love Liv. I think she's doing a great job as champion.
Live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love. So, you know who's not live, laugh, loving? Jake
Paul.
As we go back to our corner of what the fuck's going on with Jake Paul. So, like I said in the last episode, he's taking on Mr. Rahman Jr. I think August 6th. But what I learned is that the New York Fight Commission tried to warn Jake Paul about this upcoming bout with Mr. Hasim Rahman Jr. Now, followers of Jake Paul, which you guys all get driven to work, you need to wake up. He's not a good boxer. He's an okay boxer.
He's going to lose to Rotman Jr.
He's definitely going to
All
get...
hail Rotman.
All hell Rotman. Dude, that's a shirt. So,
Especially if he wins. We can
for
definitely
sure.
do that
Yeah. You guys all wrote Rodman off because he got knocked out in his last fight by a powerhouse heavyweight in the name of Kenzie Morrison. What you don't know about Kenzie Morrison is he has literal one-punch power with 12-ounce gloves. It's ridiculous.
And he's a heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
This fight's not at heavyweight.
No.
Correct?
So it's at 200. So this tells you what you're going to need to know right now, because before we go into this any further, Rahman was winning the fight against Morrison. All the scorecards had it 4-0 in favor of Rahman going into the round where he got tagged for not paying attention. He lost his like kind of focus on Morrison and caught one hard, and his knees buckled. He ate it pretty good, got back up, and it's fine. But Rahman is being viewed as a nobody by a crowd of people that have failed to know that these 4 things. Rahman has over 100 amateur fights. He has 13 professional fights. He's usually taking swings and standing toe-to-toe with absolute monsters in the heavyweight division. And he won 12 of his last 13 professional fights. Those are professional fights. That's the guy who's telling Jake Paul, why are you running from me when you told me in sparring that I couldn't switch hands?
Switch it and knock him out.
I'm going to tell you right now, I watched a video of the training session he's had with his dad after Jake Paul said he wasn't training hard enough. I am terrified of Rahman Jr. The dude has a left hook that looks like he could punch me in the face and knock my mom out. It's devastating. Jake Paul, if you win this match...
He knocked out Woodley, though.
You know what? I think I knocked out
Wait, did he
Woodley.
knock out Woodley?
He did.
The first time, right?
Second time. He caught him with a devastating hook.
I thought the second one went to decision. First one
to decision, yeah. No, the second one, he got rocked. I think he's still asleep. So that match, I don't know. I'm more into watching Amanda Serrano in her fight. I think that would be a good matchup because Jake Paul does a very good job of supporting women's boxing. So there are some good fights in the undercard, which I'll probably watch that. Somehow, I don't know how. Fuck you, Jake Paul. So
the same way I'm watching Ric Flair's last fight on Sunday. Somehow. It's actually a pretty decent card.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad. And I like Jay Lethal a lot. I think I've said that before.
I do too. I think FTR's on the card fighting somebody.
That'd be good. Maybe drop those belts finally.
Yeah, it's a lot of ROH and AEW fighting like independent wrestlers.
That makes sense.
It's a pretty decent card.
Speaking of decent, how about MMA rules are changing? The Association of Boxing Commissions and Combat Sports, they complete their annual conferences. They do, of course, every year because annual means. They unanimously voted on 2 new rules to be implemented in the world of MMA. One, eye pokes will now have the same recovery time as groin strikes. So before, eye pokes could actually instantly shut down a fight. Now, you have up to 5 minutes or less if necessary to recover from the strike. This changes a lot of things up. But I think eye pokes, you're not going to solve that until you change the gloves. You have to change the gloves to reduce the fingers.
Yeah, somehow I don't know how you do that though. Like because you need to be able to work the ground. Yeah. You know, like it's weird. It's a difficult problem to have, and I get why they're reducing it to 5 minutes because there's some non-legitimate eye pokes that people fake and then like
they just rest up,
get a no contest tour, you know, or they just like, oh man, I'm down on the cards, I'm not coming back. I can't see.
Yeah,
you know, like so I get that, but then there's legitimate eye pokes. So to give the legitimate eye poke only 5 minutes is rough on the other side, you know. Let's see how it works, though. I mean, it's something.
It'll be
something needs to be done.
Yeah,
this is something. Let's see if it works.
They're trying. They're called the ABC. I give them credit for trying something. They're also trying something else out here too, where black neoprene sleeves are now approved during MMA competitions, but they must be confined to the knee or ankle joints, and there cannot be additional Velcro padding. Some other promotions like Bellator have allowed some things to slide with some extra padding on the ankles, and it's actually proven to be a big advantage. Nothing like getting kicked in the face by something that has a little bit of extra oomph to it. It's like corking a bat.
A little extra weight.
Yeah. But the last thing here, though, is that active scoring did not pass.
Oh, damn it.
It's still on the table. And if that happens, I think that'll improve a lot of things here.
Can we go back to the neoprene, though? That's that's an advantage, possibly if you're standing.
Yes.
But it also gives you if it goes to the ground, your opponent can grip that and ankle hook you bad.
Super quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or if you're a sneaky Pete, you get a little bit of water on that neoprene and you become like a fucking seal. You're just slick as shit.
Does it get that slippy?
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. That's I'm
just worried about it being able to be gripped. Like,
oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Dry. Yeah. The grip's gonna be but once you start getting that thing slick, you know, especially a guy like me.
Once you get sweaty, yeah.
I got a bad ankle. I'm gonna sweat on my ankle a lot, so you can't heel hook me for sure.
I ain't shaving my ankle for weeks.
Not shaving forever. So, the biggest brawler ever on Twitter comes from one of my favorite fast food franchises in Wendy's.
Spicy Nug champion.
For life. For life.
Love the Spicy Nugs.
The Wendy's mascot, the red-haired, pigtailed icon that David Wendy plastered all over one of my favorite fast food joints of all time.
David Wendy? It's Dave Thomas.
Dave Thomas. My bad.
David Wendy.
I'm mixing
Wendy was his daughter.
Yeah, Wendy's his daughter.
Wendy Thomas.
Wendy Thomas, right.
She was the pigtail.
That's right.
Young lady.
The rumor was that he loved Pippi Longstocking. That's why he made it that way until they saw a photo of his daughter. And I was like, no, that's definitely his daughter. So, Wendy got a big old makeover. Now she is sporting a MySpace-style haircut because she's an emo-loving, roasting and toasting, razor blade tongued mascot. And she has been known to cut people deep. There's actually like a national day.
A couple years too late.
Where, I
know Wendy's has been cutting down people for years. I'm just saying the makeovers.
Oh, the makeovers. So, but there's a national day where people it's the roast me day, and they'll go to the Wendy's Twitter and be like, "Hey, roast," and bands have done it.
What a fun job to have,
right?
I want to be that person.
I think there's an article somewhere where it says who that person is, and I got to go back and find it. But until then, just know that some of the insults have been incredible. One of my favorite ones is when the band Under Oath, they said, "Hey, roast us," and they said, "Oh, we would, but we lost our points thing for Hot Topic. We don't know where to find you." It's like just shit like that. It's fantastic. But or it was like, I heard Wendy's cuts up old burgers and puts in their chili, and they just responded, "Your mom's a hoe." So we look back at some of the best insults the Twitter handle has thrown out there, and these are the ones that if you Google it, these ones really pop up. Someone tweeted, "If she's blonde, likes baseball, likes country music, and loves dogs, hang on to that. It's something special." The Wendy's Twitter handle responded with, "You spelled the word basic wrong 4 whole times." How much does a Big Mac cost? Wendy's says, "Your dignity."
Damn straight.
McDonald's tweets out, "Black Friday. Asterisk, need copy link here." So clearly someone was trying to do a template, and the Wendy's handle responds, "When the tweets are as broken as the ice cream machine." And last but not least, "I'm going to In-N-Out. What should I get?" Wendy's responds with, "Out."
Yeah.
Animal style, go fuck yourself.
Animal
Our
style
burgers are square.
Fuck off.
So
baby.
This titan of the roast culture got her makeover. It's a 2005 Tom stamped of approval MySpace haircut, and I cannot wait for roast day because she's probably going to come out with some more hot heat.
Do you know what date roast day is?
No, because when it is, trust me, I'm throwing us on there.
The queen of the square burger is coming for you. The Baconator, baby.
You know why their burgers are square? They don't cut corners. You know who else doesn't cut corners? Our sponsors, because they love us and we love them. When you support our sponsors, you support us. And if you don't cut those corners and support them, we get to bring you some pretty cool stuff. So we'll see you on the other side.
Lucky 13s.
We love you.
Welcome back to the Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. And as you can see, we are all tatted up. So, Adam, I have to ask you, buddy, what's the number one rule about having tattoos?
Aftercare, Matt.
That's right, aftercare. And what's the number one company for aftercare?
I only use Lucky 13s.
I only use Lucky 13s as well. So, and all of our fans can too. So if you go to lucky13s.com and use our promo code MATA193529, you can save 25% on your entire order because
from the first line of your tattoo and beyond, Lucky 13s keeps you looking fresh.
Welcome back to Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's the boys, and we're brought to you by Newsly, an all-in-one super audio app for iOS and Android. It picks up web articles about the most trending topics on the web at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice.
For the first time ever, the entire web becomes listenable all in one place.
So you can browse articles from topics you choose and start playing. You can stop scrolling and start listening.
You can follow any topic as specific as you like, from sports to tech to business, science, Bitcoin, or even local brewery hotspots. It'll find you the latest articles and read them to you out loud.
And guess what? They even have podcasts. Explore trending podcasts from over 80 countries, and even our podcast, Decayin with the Boys, is on there too. I actually started using it as my default podcast app, and they even have digital radio.
Download and use Newsly for free now from www.newsly.me or from the link in our description. And use the promo code DECAY and receive 1 month of a free subscription.
Cheers.
He's on the run from the law, falsely accused of murdering his... Wait. Oh, got my scripts mixed up here. Here we go. This makes more sense. The Movie Wire Podcast with host Justin Henson. Hear Justin's movie verdict wherever you listen to podcasts. Tune in to The Movie Wire today.
Welcome back. Hope you heard something that you like. Because again, don't cut corners. Support our sponsors so you can support us. And when you support us, bring some pretty cool stuff. And we have some amazing stuff on the horizon for you guys. So we are in round 2. Adam, like a sommelier, is checking out the can that he's going to introduce here because one of our favorite breweries gave us a call and told us to come down and grab something from. So Adam, what are we drinking in round 2?
We're not important enough to get a call, but I saw it on Instagram, so I ran down there.
That's a phone call. That's
and
a
we
phone
have
call.
something great from friends of the podcast, Abjuration Brewing Company from McKees Rocks here in Pittsburgh on 644 Broadway Avenue in the Broadway Theater. Go to their tap room, check it out. It is an ice cream sour with crunch berries.
What the fuck is this?
Buddy.
This
So
is
it's
crazy.
their sour ale base with crunch berries, vanilla soft serve ice cream, vanilla, and milk sugar.
Dude,
Baby. Coming in at 5.6 ABV.
this thing
Now
comes
look at
up.
that. It is not sludgy at all.
No.
Which is what I like about their adjuncts.
And look at that head on that thing, man. It is effervescent.
You're going to have to sip first because now I'm just cracking open. I was reading the can too much.
Keep talking.
I love crunch berries. Oh, shit, it smells like crunch berries. That's what I can tell you so far. Just opening
shit.
it.
So first and foremost, Abjuration sour base is incredible. That alone is an amazing mix. Now,
holy fuck, it smells like crunch berries.
this thing is absolutely crushing
Look
right
at
now.
that creamy
Yeah.
head.
Wait till you take it for a sip. I can't wait to see your reaction.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
It's all the cereal. It has that like the cereal milk taste to it.
Yeah, I get the cereal and the sour beer up front. Then it fades into like a vanilla ice cream and the milk sugar on the end, which is like breakfast cereal.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Holy shit.
What's this coming at?
Just 5.6, I think.
5.6, yeah. Coming in at 5.6. Thank you to Abjuration. Even though it's going to Abjuration Brewing, it's Abjuration Brewing Company on all social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We've interviewed
a couple members from
Yeah.
there, and Tom, one of their
he wants to come on.
co-owners, really wants on.
Yeah.
So Tom, talk to Matt.
Hi. At Decayin DWTB on all social media, Tom. Get at me, bro. I'd love to have you on because I want to talk because you got like the science behind what they do, and it's cool because the can art reflects a lot of the experimentation they have. So the beers we get from Abjuration are always super flavorful, and they have just the funnest adjuncts to them to make them just like you. Okay, listen, you can go get an IPA anywhere, but how often can you go out and get an ice cream sour that tastes this incredible?
But don't downplay it, because their IPAs are incredible.
Oh, yeah,
they have a Pilsner on right now that's
slap.
incredible. A Cream Ale on right now that's incredible.
Yeah.
But they also have adjuncty sours. So hit, and then when the cold weather rolls in, they do some adjuncty dark beers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Crazy stuff.
That dark beer game is fucking
We
toy.
got a couple on that shelf over there.
Aging them out.
We're just waiting for December.
Got a surprise for you, by the way. I've been aging a beer for us for like 2 years.
Oh, yeah?
I got something for you, motherfucker.
You got it like buried in the ground?
Yeah, you fanny cakes. Got something for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
call it a fanny cake.
Dan
I know what
told
that
me to
means.
call you a fanny cake, so I'm calling you a fanny cake.
Well, I'll tell you. I'll give you something called Dan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The beep. So we are in round 2. We have a delicious beer to sip on while we go through some of the fun stuff I found for us. So Adam, much like anything else, when you're talking to your phone about something, you're like, "Oh man, I need herpes cream," and all of a sudden your email is flooded with like herpes cream, ads and shit.
Not me, but maybe you.
Not you?
Not me.
That's where I got the idea from. You told me
I do not have
the one time.
herpes.
That wasn't you?
Nope.
Well, anyway, we're
It's
talking
not
about
upstairs or downstairs. Nope.
herpes up here is herpes down there. So, whenever we were talking about in our last episode, we talked about the bots that come through and like promote here or like get my ads.
Yeah.
So my phone listened and it was like, "Oh, dude, we're gonna spam the shit out of you." So my phone got flooded on social media like Black Ops style. So we were offered to be ambassadors.
Ooh.
We need to make
That
money.
sounds important.
We need to make money, right? So the first one that reached out to us was a gothic jewelry store where all the models are very beautiful gothic women. Think Ryan Ashley from Ink Master. Elegant tattoos.
We're taking this one on, right?
No.
We're taking this one on.
No.
We need to take this one on. We'll have him on as guests.
You don't get... They're not real. Like, you don't get to have them come on. It's not you, like, do this and you get gothic girls like that to come on.
Maybe, though.
No. It's not how... They just like see that we have some followers and they go, "You should wear our jewelry and then be an
I don't
ambassador."
care about the jewelry.
I know.
I care about the models.
You don't get the models. No. So
Actually, if all they want to wear is the jewelry, I'm okay with it.
you don't get the models. You get the jewelry, and I don't know about you, buddy, but we're not Ryan Ashley. She's a goddess, and you and I are mid-30s. Fucking schlubs.
Yeah, but like we have good personalities. That counts for something.
I guess so.
Yeah. We make literally tens of dollars on this podcast.
Yeah, we do. Tens of dollars.
So, I mean,
need-
successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're killing the game right
Yeah.
now. So much so that a coffee brand reached out to us with the word savage in its description. That gets my attention.
Savage beans.
Nope. I'm not even going to say who it is because what I've found in my
Please
time.
tell me it's not that, and I'm burning bridges on advertisers right now. The fucking Bones Coffee.
No.
What's that one called?
That's Bones Coffee.
It's just called Bones Coffee.
It's just Bones Coffee, yeah.
God, do they have some god awful sounding flavors?
Well-
It's like try our Lucky Charms and mint fucking coffee. I'm like, no,
Well,
never. Get off my Facebook feed.
They had one where I was like, ooh, that actually sounds kind of good. It was like a firehouse kind of thing. So it was like a smoky s'mores firehouse kind of thing. I was like, ooh,
That sounds decent.
that won't be bad. And then they had this thing, like you can get 4 different flavors of it in a box sent to you. And I was like, what was it, $25? Okay, not a problem. So they send you like 4 like 10-ounce bags of coffee for $25.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all. And then you try them. And you wish you could get your $25 back. They're awful. And here's the thing. I'm not like a coffee snob kind of guy.
I am.
I just don't like artificial flavors.
I don't either. I hardly like any flavors of my coffee.
I'm not a big fan. If
If you're gonna do it, I'll just get a drink with those flavors
that
in
thing
it.
in
But
it,
I don't
yeah.
like it on my beans. Like,
right, and that's what happens. I think they just roll that shit in chemicals and then try to push it out to you for like a nominal fee. It's not good. You know, I stick to the brands I like the most. Shout out to Death Wish Coffee. You know, I'm gonna be talking to you guys soon too.
Black Forge for me,
Yeah, Black Forge.
because I support local, not like this piece of shit.
He got herpes cream in his email.
No, I didn't.
So
I did get a Black Forge T-shirt yesterday, though.
Oh, did you?
So,
Which one?
I don't know. It's got like the goat priest on it.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite one.
yeah.
I have the old Goat Priest, like the OG shirt.
They did, they redid their OG, so it's that same shirt.
I have to go get that one because the one I have, like, I've worn it so many times, I have like holes in it. So
Yeah, they did reprints. I guess they advertised it a couple months ago, and I was like, oh, I need
grabbed
some of
that.
that shit.
Yeah. Shout out to them too because they actually like kind of bifurcated. Their original shop in Allentown is now like owned by somebody else.
Right. Yep. But
Yeah.
staying alive. So
Staying
that's
alive,
good.
yeah. And then the one down in McKees Rocks.
It's bigger and better.
Yeah, fantastic. I was down there the other day.
I think it's going to improve both locations.
Yeah,
So I'm all for
dude, they
it.
got Johnny Booth coming through over there.
I know. I got some free tickets.
Yeah, baby. Asymmetry. So this coffee brand reached out to us and they said like, hey, listen, they have 0 followers, no website, and an email of random characters and numbers. They're like, hey, we have 3 ambassador spots left. You should DM us, and then you could be an ambassador for our coffee company. And I said,
Oh, there's only 2 of us. Get a podcast with 3 people.
yeah. We had one, and it didn't work out. Last but not least here, we have a very cute clothing company for Southern belles and debutantes, which if I could reclassify myself, I think I look like a debutante at times. When I wear
with your ponytail,
my big brimmed hat,
yeah.
I look like
sometimes.
I look like a debutante. I wear suspenders now.
That one just reminds me of like late '90s porn websites, like before like cool shit was around. Like before they were doing ass to mouth, you could look at a debutante. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah. Now that all the debutantes tasted their own butthole, it's not as fun. You know. You okay?
Dude, why'd you do this to me?
I mean, I remember like debutantes being a category on some of those sites when I was a teenager.
Was it a thing?
It was a thing for a little bit.
Like Southern.
Yeah, but then it got wiped out. Once you get like fucking like stepmom porn going, like
yeah,
it's over.
dude. Like it's him. Oh yeah, hey step bro, I'm stuck in the fucking refrigerator or whatever, and there's no more room for debutantes. And you're right. Once you go ass to mouth, you're really jumping the shark with your,
I went from Southern Belle to Southern Woo.
Yeah, please Latinas never go ass to mouth because I lose that category. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. So Jesus Christ. Yeah. So Adam, all these brands reach out to us.
I'm okay with number 1. We're gonna sign any of them.
You want to sign with that one?
Yeah, I like tattooed women.
We don't get.
But like I like
the
their advertising campaign. I think they might be the most legit as well.
Well, the problem with that
What is Southern debutante wear? Is it just like Kentucky Derby hats?
it's like think Taylor Swift, how she dresses,
Yeah.
kind of like that.
Oh, she was gothic though. So number 1.
Yeah, good number 1.
Yeah,
All right.
number one.
So-
I mean, is that what we're doing? Are we picking one?
Yeah, I'll pick one and we'll see what happens.
Number one.
I'll, you know what I'll do is I'll go back on our IG and I'll get our free jewelry and see what we.
Number one. I'll wear some of it on the podcast.
So hey,
Is it all lady jewelry?
yeah, it's well, no. There was one. Here's the thing. It was like rubber stamp, like the gothic chick look. Which, granted, a gothic chick is hot as fuck. Like, don't get it twisted. But it was like stamp, and all of a sudden there was like one just hot as fuck black dude with a necklace on, and I was like, holy shit!
Yes.
I was like, oh, he has a dude's necklace. Cool. And dude, honestly, and not saying it because he was hot as fuck, man. Like he stood out so quickly. I was like, I think I'm gonna wear that necklace, man. Like it got
I'll
me.
look just like him.
Oh fucking god! I have a lot of weight to lose before I can look like him. That's
Nah, you're on borderline abs right now.
yeah, I'm sure they're in there.
One less McRib sandwich this week, and you got abs, buddy.
You know what, man? That's why I come here.
Yeah.
You support me.
Yeah, fuck yeah. If I didn't pump you full of 2 beers every week, because we only do 2 beers every week, you'd be fucking flying right now.
You are full of lies.
You'd probably be in England doing modeling
Yeah.
with those fannies.
Oh no!
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Did I turn it back?
It means another word.
Yeah, Lou. You fanny.
So Adam,
Fanny cuts deeper.
Fanny cuts deeper. So Adam, before we go into something fun here,
Sure.
This is also fun. We have fantasy booking because AEW debuted the coveted trios belts finally. And Fight for the Fallen, they finally put the belts on. And they look great. They look like the old 95 IC title from WWE, except black strap, not white strap.
I like the white strap.
I did
but
the white
know
strap,
what you
too.
mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
They did look good.
I loved them. So right now, with those belts, there are 8 teams that I really see established that are in the running for this. We can kind of fantasy book this real quick.
Sure.
We have the House of Black, the Best Friends, Bucks and Omega, or Bucks and Hangman, Adam Cole, Keith, God, help me.
Kyle O'Reilly. And Bobby Fish.
The Jericho Appreciation Society,
Fuck
the Dark
them.
Order, Blackpool Combat Club, and CM Punk with FTR. So those are the teams I've really seen be established. Now I'm sure they're going to like hodgepodge some other teams together because you need like in the first round some people to get decimated by
Right.
the teams that are really going to propel themselves. But I think these are the 8 that you can really see moving forward to try to capture the belts. What I want to do.
Oh, you're missing one.
Who am I
You're missing Death Triangle.
Oh, my bad. It's hard because
Pac's been away for a
Pac
while.
is always overseas.
He's overseas, right?
He's doing a great job defending the Atlantic title, though.
But I think they should definitely be in some.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
with anybody but House of Black.
Yeah, they're done with that.
That's done.
Yeah, it's done.
And there's probably some other whatever Andrade's group is called now. They have.
Oh, yeah. Well, Roosh?
That was a good match.
Looks good.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. So.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to tear
it's
apart
okay.
your
No,
list of 8. But
I like that, though, because there are teams I'm not thinking about. But if we look at these teams here, who of these, well, of the now 10 that we're thinking about, who do you think has the best chance to capture the first trios belt, which is going to culminate at All Out in September, the first week of September?
I think I think whoever the Bucks are with are probably going to capture it.
Yeah.
But what I want to see the most is them against the quote unquote elite, Cole, O'Reilly, and the Fish.
That'd be great.
I don't think you can rush it to September though. Like
No.
you got to
That's got
put the
slow
belts
burn.
on one of them and then slow burn it
Yeah.
into a rivalry, and probably an amazing match.
Yeah. Well, I think right now you have a pretty cool storyline with Bucks and Omega versus Bucks and Hangman, and having Omega and Hangman kind of go into a program.
Yeah, maybe even you do like Bucks and Omega versus Hangman with the Dark Order.
Ooh, yeah. 10 and John Silver would be a really cool team.
Or Reynolds,
Dude,
Silver, and
Reynolds and Silver have
and
some of
Cowboy.
the best tag team chemistry in AEW. They're very underrated right now. That'd be fun to watch.
I'd love to see House of Black versus Blackpool Combat Club would be cool too.
That's my vote.
Yeah.
If you want to see brutal, sharp, crisp wrestling, just with absolute wanton disregard for the body, you got to look at House of Black going against Blackpool Combat Club. Because if you look at Blackpool Combat Club, the 3 that I'm going to pull from there, it's going to be John Moxley, Danielson, and then going to be Claudio.
See, I would switch out Moxley for Wheeler Yuta. Because Moxley's in the big title picture.
If
right
Moxley still holds the title when it gets to this, then yeah, you're going to put Wheeler Yuta in there. And then if Wheeler Yuta could drop his RH Pure title to somebody else to kind of free him up for that as well.
Right.
Because I don't think Tony Khan's got to be smart about it. You can't have people holding cross championships, cross platforms, because you're going to kind of murk it up a little bit.
Well, eventually you're going to want to get that ROH program on another network,
like its own
maybe, in a different city every week. Like it's
Well,
going to have to be a separate brand probably at some point.
Well, also, too, there's a big rumor out there that Amazon is looking to sign MLW,
Ooh, that would be
which
big.
would be fantastic.
I don't even know who's in that anymore. But
Netflix, I think it's Netflix. Netflix is trying to get OMW, and that would be a weekly program, which OMW has had the likes of like Rey Mysterio and AAA stars, and like the Psycho Clown's been on there, which and AAA, like their AAA talent that's been homegrown. The Psycho Clown posse is actually one of the best wrestling groups in AAA. Grain of salt, of course, because it's all death match, but whatever, they're really good.
Right.
And also see Nick frickin' Gage go to Netflix and fuck him up. That'd be pretty cool.
TVMA.
Yeah.
But I mean, out of that list, the only team I don't want to see, and I hope they break up before we even get there, is Jericho Appreciation.
Nah, man, that's gonna go.
It's so stupid.
You're gonna see.
It's so
it's gonna
outdated. It's so corny. It sucks. Everybody in that group would be better by themselves.
I agree with that.
Right? Like
I totally agree
pointless.
with that. I don't like the group together, and I think that Daniel Garcia
would be better on his own.
He'd be so good on his
So
own.
would the tag team, whatever the version
2.0 or
2.0. Yeah, 2.0.
Do you know who Daniel Garcia would be really good with in like a cool anti-hero kind of storyline is Frank Kazarian. If he and Frank Kazarian teamed up and did some cool shit together, because Frank Kazarian, like, he's 52 or something like that. I wish I'd look like that now. Like, he just looks great.
You just peel off like Jake Hager, have him retire out Dustin Rhodes. Have him like have him break his arm and his neck.
Stop that.
Game over.
Have you noticed?
And then he can just go away.
I really think he actually had not even trying to like feed into your fire, but I think that Dustin Rhodes has taken a step back into more of a coaching role.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Because he's a jobber.
Yeah.
And he heard this podcast. He knows I'm right. He's probably going to send me a Christmas card saying, "Hey, thanks
for
telling me to hang it up."
I was on the fence,
much like Joe Rogan and Brendan Schwab. I'm like, "Hey, Dustin,
you'd be surprised."
I think you'd be surprised, Dustin. CM Punk whooped your ass.
Yeah,
I think you'd be surprised.
It's okay. I don't want to give in to you, but
walk me to my truck.
We're gonna get sued now. Shit. Bobby and Kalila broke up, and now you're gonna get Brendan Schaub on us. We don't have the kind of legal backing for this shit.
No, I don't. I want the attention from
your special sucks too. By the way, fuck you. It's so bad. It's so
Dustin,
bad.
your special sucks.
Yeah. Walk me to the truck. So, Adam, just to wrap that up before we go to the next thing here, I'm going to vote for House of Black to take the Trios belt first. I think that they are a team that could carry that belt with some brutality and some fierceness that can actually have some pretty cool programs with anybody in this list, even the best friends.
Well, just to make it complicated,
yeah,
I will vote one with my heart and one with my head.
Okay.
With my heart, I want Cole O'Reilly and Fish to take them.
Yes.
With my head, it's going to be the Bucks and whoever their third guy is.
Omega. It's going to be Omega. It's going to be a bullet.
It should be Omega.
Yeah.
I agree.
You got to put a belt on him. He's really good with a belt, so that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Well,
so, Adam, moving on to a segment that you love.
Can't wait till he comes back and I can shit on him every week.
He's so good. I don't know why you pick on him. He's so good.
Can't wait for. I do want to see him versus Punk.
It's gonna be good.
Almost as much as I want to see Punk versus our boy Colt Boom Boom Cabana. Which might never happen.
That might go real. That might go shoot in the ring. I don't know.
Okay with that.
I think Cabana could take him in real life.
He is bigger.
He's
a lot bigger.
He's a beefy boy. He's a thick man, just like us, thick boys. Thick boy club. So, Adam, on to a segment that you have proclaimed your love for.
Thick Boy
New shirt.
No, better shirt. Better shirt. Ready?
Yeah.
Thick Boy Turkey Club.
Yeah!
Give me a sandwich shirt.
Thick Boy Turkey Club.
And just have the mayo, like the blood on the fist. We got this. We got this.
We're so good at this. So, Adam, to a segment that you love dearly with your heart, questions from the internet. So I went out to the internet and they posed some questions for us that I think are fantastic.
How many of these did Lou send in?
None. None. You're really picking on casting views.
Yeah, did Casting Views send any of these in?
No.
All right.
No. They
Casting Views, send me a question next week.
Dan called you a fanny.
I am a big fanny of them, yes. I'm a big fanny. I'm a big fan of Casting Views. Is that what a fanny is? That's like what they call their followers?
Nope.
Like how Slipknot calls their fans the maggots?
No. Nope.
I'm a big fanny of Casting Views. Because Casting Views has a bunch of fannies that listen to them.
Oh
They have
my
a ton of
god.
fannies.
Questions from the internet. Questions from the internet.
What? They don't have a lot of fans?
Huh?
I thought they had a lot
They
of fans.
have a lot of fans.
Yeah.
They have a good following.
I'm glad to be one of your fannies. Thanks.
What is a current TV show that is made for kids or young adults that you personally enjoy watching?
I don't think I have any. I don't have kids. I'm an adult
Yeah, but like
man.
the shows that are on, there's some shows that are on TV that are like just entertaining in
I don't
general.
think I watch anything.
Remember
Jeopardy?
like Invader Zim, like that was funny.
Back in the day, I watched that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think there's anything now like that
No?
that I watch. I'm just an adult and I watch Stranger Things. Do kids watch that? That was pretty
there's
brutal.
No
this
way,
season.
that's so bloody. No, I mean like I like my kids are getting into like Hey Arnold and shit like that. So
That shit was good back.
it's
in the
kind
day.
of cool for me to have
Oh,
that.
I did watch something with my niece. Coco. The
Coco.
movie. Is that right?
Oh yeah,
Coco,
the Disney
movie?
Pixar.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
I like that one.
That's probably the last
Yeah.
kids-oriented thing I watched, and it was decent.
I like Coco.
Especially for, is that Disney and Pixar? Are they the same thing now?
Yeah, I think Disney bought Pixar.
That sucks.
kinda-
I'm not a
yeah.
big fan of Disney, but that movie was alright.
When Disney acquires something, they usually fuck it up. Which is, and you can see the track record for Pixar now. They're just like putting things right to streaming and just pissing off the artists that
Right.
spend like their entire life making the shit.
Making the one movie. Jeez Louise.
I
Does
died,
That
mate.
has to take a ton of
My
animation.
dad died making Monsters Inc. All of those fur particles on Sully's body. It took his entire life from him.
At least it was a good movie.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I
Thank
like.
goodness it wasn't Tangled, eh?
I like. My kids getting into the other ones like Rocket Power, Hey Arnold. She's
Remember Hey Arnold? I don't know. Rocket
Rugrats. You know what? My
Power. So
young
where can you find all that stuff now?
Pluto TV.
Oh,
Pluto
you're
TV. They
right.
have like a retro cartoons.
You're right.
Like
I do have
Wild
that.
Thornberries is on
I
there.
watch,
That's right.
when I get a little tipsy and like want to just watch mindless television,
Yeah.
they have an American Gladiators.
So good. Yeah, I watch that too.
I watch the shit out of
that.
that.
And Cops.
And Cops,
I
yes.
watch the Cops channel. Yeah. Pluto TV. Shout us out. Hey Adam. You're being murdered. You look the killer in the eye, and your last words are the last text you sent, whether that be SMS, Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter.
Last one I sent, I think, was to you,
Okay.
and I said, "You gonna shit your pants."
So
I said, "You gonna shit your pants."
yeah, and then I also my last message was to you in response to that. I'm gonna shit my pants hard.
I think it was all in reference to a guest we're gonna have on.
Yeah, I'm gonna shit my pants hard. Could you imagine like someone's like Saving Private Ryan style, like lowering the knife into your chest, and you're just like, you go shit your pants.
So throw it up.
Yeah,
Here.
like right, like,
But
it's the magic.
Not the picture of the guest we're gonna have on.
No, yeah, just,
That'll have to be a surprise.
Yeah. But you see it right there.
Yeah.
What we sent to each
That was the
other.
last thing I sent. I do have to get back to some people,
Yeah.
but those texts wouldn't be that interesting. It'll just be like, "Yes, I'll see you at 11."
That would be odd. You're getting stabbed, like, see you at 11. He'd be like, what the fuck?
No, now. I'm not free. I got shit to do.
11. That's more my style. I Papa needs a nap first.
I got to
get a-
keg that barrel and flow beer, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'll come back. Adam, have you ever gone to a con, like Comic-Con?
I went to HomebrewCon. I think that was my. Well, I went to that, and when I was a kid, I went to the electronics convention.
Oh, nice. Did you dress up?
For the HomebrewCon, I did. For club night, we did a theme.
What was your theme?
We were steelworkers.
Village people.
But like, if there was only one village person, and they all dressed up like they all dressed up like the cop.
Oh, so you were Devo. You dressed like Devo.
You know what? Yeah, that's a closer representation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
So that was it.
Okay. But like,
yeah, never a Comic-Con. I would like to probably go.
So if you went to Comic-Con,
yeah,
what
would I dress up?
Would you dress up? And if you, first off, I knew you'd be like, no, man, I wouldn't dress up too fucking cool for that. But I know that you would do something ridiculous. So what would you?
No, like, could I do can you do horror movies? There's like a Jason comic and stuff.
I think.
Right?
Well, there's comics and everything, but I think like Comic-Con is kind of like a catch-all. Like you can kind of do whatever the hell you want. Like people dress up like Ash from Evil Dead a lot when they go there. So like, yeah, horror is like not off limits.
Could I just like dress up like Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Can you still do the voice?
I don't know. I haven't done it in years. I can't do it as good as I used to.
Can you say I need a popsicle every 2 hours?
I require a popsicle every 2 hours. It's as good as it gets. It's a lot deeper than it used to be. I used to get a higher register on that. It's not as good as it used to be.
We used to run too, so that was a thing.
Yeah, that was a thing too. No, that or like, I mean, I'd probably go with like Jason. He's like my favorite slasher.
Yeah, I like that.
I could go. Oh, you know what a weird one would be though? I'd go like as Angela from Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
I just my dick's hanging.
Yeah,
out.
can you just like keep pulling your pants down, and that's how you get a felony charge. It's like, what? It's part of the movie.
But yeah, I mean, I'd love it. It would. I don't know if I would definitely have to get a single to Comic-Con though.
Yeah,
I would definitely be checking out the cosplayers a little bit too much.
Say your weakness. Say your weakness.
You know my weakness. It's Rogue. Yeah.
Mine's Gambit.
Mon chéri.
Gotta check my pants. Throw a card at me, Daddy.
I'll shove my ace of club into your ace of heart.
I got rocket aces. I better split them. So I've never been to a con either. I've been invited to a couple to go with people, but it's always around times where I have to go away for something and I can't be there. I would love to go to Steel City Con.
It's coming up soon, right?
Yeah, and I would probably dress up like something probably ridiculous. I've seen people do shit like one of the funniest things I ever saw was a husband and wife duo dressed up like Bruce Wayne's parents and would just collapse in front of people who cosplayed as Batman.
Oh my god,
that was my favorite one. So
freaking great.
Yeah.
You know what to do then?
What's that?
You dress up like Christian.
Oh, and start roasting people? Like, yeah, Wayne, you thought your parents were going to save you for the rest of your life? No, they're dead. Be a bat.
Be a bat, you rich piece of shit. Dude, that'd be awesome. No, I think you should do, like, especially if you go to Steel City Con, you should go as, like, a Pittsburgh icon. Like, you should, like, cosplay Myron Cope or something.
Oh, that'd be great. Oi! Just walk around and annoy the fuck out of people to keep hitting them in the face with a towel. I'd do that. Yeah.
Myron Cope, Bill Cowher.
Ooh, Bill Cowher, and get like a cosplay chin that's way too fucking big. Yeah. Okay, there's ideas
either
here.
Those would be really freaking good.
You know, it'd be cool if I could like put something in the chin, like a camera or something, so I can like film
the reactions.
Yeah, like, oh, what the fuck is that? It's not Jay Leno.
It's my boy Bill Cowher.
So, Adam, last question here. Someone said, "Hey, I haven't dated in 12 years. Do you have any advice for me?" Now, I'll say this too. Further context, this person's in like their late 40s and they went through like a messy divorce and now they're finally ready. It's a woman finally ready to go on to the other side.
Well, I don't know if that changed anything for me because I don't have that perspective, but
I have answers.
I would say Tinder it up. Have some fun.
You want her to get murdered?
No, just Tinder it up for, I mean, she willing to experiment? Goth chicks are pretty good. Not to go back on Or the women that cosplay as Rogue.
Yeah, our new sponsors over at Goth Chick Jewelries.
Maybe they can do an X-Men line and have Rogue model.
You'd go broke. Could you imagine Rogue as a goth chick? I can
Take it all.
I
Take
can
all my
already
money.
feel the heat coming off of you. Yeah, hide your wife, hide your kids.
Hide your mutants. I'm coming after everybody.
He'd even take Jubilee if she was goth. I mean, it's just
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if Rogue was like dead or taken. Yeah.
dude.
I'd kick Professor X out of his fucking chair. For Rogue.
If you really love me, you'll kick him out of his chair. Like, done.
I think he's British too, so that makes it easier.
Well, he'll see you coming. He'll sense you. He'll sense you
Yeah,
coming.
he sure will.
Wah, 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 wah. Yeah.
Fanny! Boom! Kick him over.
Did you feel that one coming, bitch?
Didn't see that coming.
Adam, we are at the end of this episode, and it has been so much fun.
No, you didn't give your advice.
Oh, for the lady.
Yes, I gave very poor advice. I gave advice
Okay.
for a 40-year-old man, if anything.
So listen to me.
Oh, no, don't hit on her.
My-
Don't get creepy about it.
My
Put on sexy voice.
sexy voice.
You already put it on.
Oh, you.
Unknowingly, you put
Oh.
it on, and you hold the microphone like this. Like it's...
I'll do it. I'll do it for you. Listen. My advice for you: 12 years out of the game. Don't. Just pack it up and go. Like it's what you're in your late 40s or whatever the fuck. We're savages. What are you gonna do?
Especially 40-year-olds.
Good God.
Maybe date younger, have some fun. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know what to do. That was a great impersonation of Barry White.
What? Yes.
I think that's what you were going for.
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. Like Barry White had a very silky, smooth voice, and mine sounds like I just.
It was a deep white guy voice.
That's what I got. It's what someone called
Barry White.
it a hangover voice. That's what it is. Like I can't believe I drank all of that, and now I have to eat Wendy's for breakfast. That's what I'm doing right now.
I smoked a non-filter again.
Yeah. It's like, no, dude, you actually just took the cigarette, ripped the filter off of it. It had a filter, but you chose otherwise.
You actually just lit the wrong end of the cigarette, you stupid idiot.
Well, that's where I'm at these days because I'm 36 and I don't know any better. Date someone in their early 20s. They're dumb. You could do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Cougar it the fuck up.
Cougar it.
Yeah.
I would say cougar
That's
it. Have
our
some fun.
that's our advice. Cougar it up. So, Adam, we are at the end of our episode here, and we got to know what is on tap and where can you find us?
Yeah, well, much like many repeated weeks before, there's nothing on tap. Listen to next week's episode, and I will let you know what's on tap after this latest festival.
With our special guest.
Yeah. But yeah, what's coming up is in 2 weeks from the time you listen to this, Barrel and Flow Fest on August 13th, and then 2 weeks after that, the North Hills Homebrew Fest.
Tickets still available for
Out in
North
Cheswick,
Hills
yeah.
Homebrew Fest. So they're $25. Check them out.
Listen to the beginning of this episode for all the details. Just re-listen to it. Get on that website, buy some tickets, come vote for us.
Yeah.
Because why the hell not? And then October 8th, Bring Up a Cure,
Wonderful.
which we've now locked in. We are definitely doing the Shat-Faced Pumpkin Roll Ale, and I think we're doing a little English Special Bitter for our second beer for that one.
Crushing. If you want to, dude, and it's the first time we're going to try it out here, and it's going to fucking kill.
Yeah,
I
very
can't
cool.
wait.
I might brew it twice because I can probably drink through 2 kegs of that.
Oh, easily. Because, so if you,
I'm gonna try to make it like a 3.5.
I was saying ESBs come in kind of low,
Super
so
low,
yeah,
yeah.
they're just full of flavor.
Yeah.
So if you want to go with the reigning, defending homebrew champion of the Burgh, it's at @Bash_Brew on all social media. It's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. He's also on Untapped. Don't forget to check him out at all the events we talked about. TicketTailor.com, North Hills Homebrew Fest 2022. If you want to go with the boys down here at Jojitorium, we were at Decayin WTB on all social media. It's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Don't forget about our YouTube. You guys have been incredible. We want to get 100 subscribers by the end of 2022, and we're well on our way, so we appreciate you. And don't forget to vote for us for Best of Pittsburgh 2022. Thanks again for all of you who voted already. So, from the Jojitorium, where it clearly cuts deeper to where you are listening to this, until next time, cheers.
Revenge of the Bots. Oh, round 2 beers first. Clapping. Got it.